Day 36, Salt with You.
Hi guys, Sally here. I just thought I'd like to share with you a bit of a reflection on my year so far, 2020. It's been a really unusual start to this year. And in my time of reflection, I've realised I've actually been through quite a bit of trauma and grief, and certainly right now with COVID, some uncertainty. I've gone from working 3 jobs to not having a job at all. Back in January we had the fires, and that was pretty big. I was involved in evacuating a lot of horses from the fire from one of the places where I used to work out at Kangaroo Valley. And so yeah, we had to move all those horses out of there. That was quite stressful. We had horses that had never floated, but they all behaved beautifully and we got them out of the danger zone. We knew this fire was coming for about a fortnight before it hit, so we were well and truly prepared for that. And the 4th of January when the fire came through, it's a day I'll probably never forget. My eldest son was adamant that he was going to defend his father's property out at Budgong, and I was really quite worried about him being there in that fire, and really worried for his safety because we know that fire was a monster. And that morning I went down to collect his dogs and bring them to a safe place, and I really begged him. I said, please don't go out there, you can't fight this fire, just stay safe. But he wasn't having a bar of that, and he went, and I cried. And as I was driving home, I had the dogs in the back and I was driving down Hockey's Lane, and I just really felt several words just drop into my spirit. And I felt the Lord just say, I'm the sovereign Lord, trust me. That was all I heard. I felt a little bit at ease with that, but I was still worried. And all I could do was pray and watch from a distance. I could see that firestorm from where I live, and I knew Brodie was out there amongst it. And he actually had quite a close encounter with that fire. And he shared that with me, and he's got some amazing footage. But I really thank God that he protected him and looked after him, and he lived to tell his tale of fighting that fire. Yeah, it was pretty scary. So that's all settled now, and he's okay, and everything's moving on, and the bush is growing back, and the horses are gone home, and I don't have that job anymore, but that's okay. And then in February we were blindsided with the sudden passing of my mother-in-law. She was the matriarch of our family, and we are all still grieving for her. We miss her terribly, but she was a wonderful woman of God, and so there's a great peace in knowing that she's with her Heavenly Father. And yeah, we'll continue to grieve and miss her. But she passed away just before this COVID virus took hold. So I actually left my job as a pastoral care, sorry, not a pastoral carer. I worked in aged care as a community carer, and I just felt it was really important with her sudden dying just to spend more time with my family. So I resigned from that. I still had another part-time job, so I was very busy. So COVID came along and that job finished. So now I have no job, so I have a lot of time on my hands. Yeah, so there's been a lot of trauma and grief and uncertainty. But I have this beautiful print that hangs in my dining room, and I look at it most every time I sit at the table, and it really speaks to my heart of God's love for us. And through all this turmoil and what's going on and what I've been through, what our family's been through, I just love how these roots grow down really deep into God's love. And it's a verse from Isaiah 54:10, and it says, God's love will not be shaken. And I just really find a peace in that no matter what's going on, God really loves us and He really cares for us, and we're all going through this together with COVID, and God's with us in all of this, and He loves us deeply. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, so God bless you. Thanks for listening.